What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another FIFA 23 video. The official Team of the Year voting is here. Hold on. This needs to change. That's better. More in theme with the Team of the Year. And we are going to break down our starting 11 and why. Just keep in mind, guys, this is just my personal opinion. It's absolutely okay if you disagree with me. Let me know who you have in the description, in the comments down below. And if you overly disagree with me about certain players, then let me know why. Normally, I would base Team of the Year in FIFA on the players that I'd like to see in FIFA. I might do that again. But we're going to start with the goalkeepers, guys. And our options are... Oh, hold on. Do I have to agree first? Yeah, I do. Courtois, Kobel, Maignan, Alisson, Ederson, Szczesny, Trapp, Bono, Lloris, Martinez. For me personally, there's only one man on that list that I feel like deserves it, even though he's a bit of a dick, really, by the way that he acts certain times. It's got to be Emi Martinez, right? I mean, you know, just a few years ago, he was Arsenal's reserve and sometimes third goalkeeper. He breaks onto the scene after Leno either gets dropped or gets injured. I can't remember. Becomes our number one for the rest of the season, was insane, gets sold to Aston Villa, has been there for 3 years now and has been doing amazing and has won the World Cup with Argentina. And I'm pretty sure he was also the penalty shootout king in the Copa Libertadores, right? So, yeah, for me, Emi Martinez deserves to be there. Now, there are some omissions from some of these players, like Alaba and Rudiger not being there is outrageous. And there are also some players I don't understand why they're there. Someone like Alphonso Davies, who's been injured for like prolonged periods. When I look at this list, the first name of what we see here, and we're just going to go off what I look at here, the first name that jumps out to me is João Cancelo. I think it's fair to say that although he might have been out of form, maybe a little bit through the World Cup, you know, I think Portugal as a whole were a little bit out of form through the World Cup, mostly. I do think that João Cancelo is and has been one of the more consistent defensive performers over the whole course of the year. I personally also will be putting Kieran Trippier in here. Since his return back to Newcastle, he has been absolutely phenomenal. And is one of the key reasons why Newcastle are doing so well in the league right now. Oh man, I'm noticing this little theme here of Premier League. I'm not trying to have a Premier League bias, but hey, I watch more Premier League football than almost anything else. Out of everything else that's here, I do like Otamendi. You know, Benfica are on a crazy run of form right now, losing their first game of the season last weekend. I do like Teo Hernandez. I am going to... do I really want to go all fullbacks? Not that it would all be fullbacks, but I also think Teo Hernandez, he was insane at the World Cup. Interestingly enough, only got his chance at the World Cup because his brother got injured for a long time and then was outstanding for France. And of the other players that are available, I mean, I do like Thiago Silva as an option. Chelsea aren't doing the best right now, but Thiago Silva, even at his age, has been doing amazing. But there are, like... It's at that point, right, where I actually think for the defenders, you could probably make a case for about 10 of them actually getting into the starting 11. Marquinhos, yes. Thiago Silva, yes. Ruben Diaz, yes. James, possibly. Koulibaly, probably. Especially, you know, with what he won at international level as well. Otamendi, yes. Van Dijk always has that chance. I am, yeah, that's tough. Man, Jules Koundé's been great. Romero, I wouldn't say so. Acuna, I wouldn't say so. Upamecano, he's been good, but he's also a bit of a loose cannon. Tomori's been very good, but shockingly didn't get called up to England's World Cup squad. Sule making that change from, you know, Bayern to Dortmund. There is a case to be made for so many defenders here. And I'm sure that the defensive side of things is where a lot of people are going to disagree just in general. Out of it all, though, and again, not to really like hone in on that Premier League thing, Virgil van Dijk still one of the best defenders in the world and has performed to that level. Injured now for a month or so, but I think deserves to be in there. We then move on to the midfielders. We have got Barella, Bellingham, Berghaus, Brozovic. Bernardo Silva has a shout in there. Bellingham definitely has a shout in there. De Bruyne. See, for me, almost like I'm a City fan here. Holy crap! I like De Bruyne is just insane. Like De Bruyne is just for me, he is just the best midfielder in world football at the moment. Kimmich also has to go in there. Kimmich is an absolute phenomenal player. Looking at the other midfielders, who realistically has potential to get into the team of the year? Bellingham, yes. Bernardo Silva, yes. Toni Kroos, yes. Sadio Mane, not really. He's taken his time to find his feet at Bayern at the moment. Modric, yes. I mean, it is beautiful to see some Arsenal players in here. Odegaard, lovely. Saka, lovely. Valverde, oh man. In terms of the hard nose, Rabiot, no. Perisic, no. Enzo Fernandez has the slightest bit of a chance to get in the World 11 just because, you know, the World Cup golden boy went from River Plate to Benfica, has been slaying at Benfica, slayed at the World Cup, was one of the best players for Argentina. He has that chance, but Darwin is a no. Bruno Fernandes, I would say no. Amrabat, no. Casemiro has massive chance of getting in the team. Valverde has a massive chance of actually getting in the team. Tonali has a massive chance of getting in the team. Tchouameni, I'd probably say no. Saka, I'd probably say no, but even at the World Cup, like he's been insane for Arsenal and he was very good at the World Cup. However, same as Rice, right? Rice has been insane for West Ham and was good, very good for England at the World Cup. However, when you look at this midfield, you know how this is going to go, right? It's going to be him, isn't it? And like, it's hard to like say that he doesn't deserve it because he does deserve it. It's just, I think for the first time in many years, we are in a situation where there aren't 4 to 6 options for defense, midfield, and 3 or 4 for attack. I think for the first time in a long time in world football, there's like 10 to 12 options for the defense and maybe 6 to 8 really strong options in that midfield. And the attack as well is going to be crazy. Like, leaving out Toni Kroos is wild. Rodri's been very good. Bellingham's been very good. Bernardo Silva's been very good. But that would be my midfield. And then up front, I mean, Aspas is a hard no. Ben Yedder's a hard no. It's going to be difficult, right? We're going to put Benzema in there because he deserves to be in there. Rafael Leao is a no for me. Neymar is somebody that deserves to be in there. Vinicius Jr. very possibly deserves to be in there. Dembele is a no. Joao Felix is a no. Gabriel Jesus is a no. However, that's 3 Arsenal players in the voting. That in itself is nice enough for me, right? Foden, I would say no this year. Gakpo, no. Haaland has to be in there. Iglesias, no. Immobile, no. He's had one of his worst seasons or one of his worst years in the last few years. Kane, I know a lot of people probably say yes to Kane. For me, it's a no. Kolo Muani is a no. Kulusevski is a no. Lewandowski is an interesting one. And it gets difficult, right? That's not my team of the year. Hold on. Because, look, who deserves it more? Neymar? Yeah. But then who deserves it more? Messi and Mbappe have to be in there. It is the guy that won the World Cup and has just been insane for PSG this year. And then it's the guy that almost single-handedly won the World Cup for France, scoring a hat-trick in a final that just hasn't been done. How do you leave out Benzema? I mean, he had an injury issue. Like, he was out for a while. And I really don't want to leave out Benzema. But I think like, the fact that the guys that aren't making the cut, Neymar, Vinny J, Karim Benzema, Harry Kane, Robert Lewandowski, Mohamed Salah, that is 6 outstanding. Man, this is the hardest team of the year choice ever, I think. However, on reflection, There is a case to be made that on a World Cup year, because Haaland didn't go to the World Cup, he won't make it into the team of the year and may well be like the 12th man. And just for that alone, I am going to put in Karim Benzema. I think Haaland is arguably the best player in the world at the moment, up there with Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, and a few others. You know, Haaland is definitely up there as one of the best players in world football at the moment. But Benzema has to go in there. Let's put these in a little bit more appropriate positions. Benzema has to go in there, right? And so I think the 12th man will potentially be Erling Haaland. There are, like, this is going to be wild. This is going to be wild. Because I think your votes are going to be wildly different from mine and from each other's. I'm for the first year in many, many, many years within FIFA, we are going to see the most different team of the year ever, and I can't wait. That is going to be my vote. I agree. I submit the vote. And that, guys, is my team of the year. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what yours is. Share with me on Twitter, twitter.com/NepentheZ, or Instagram.com/NepentheZ, what your vote is. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.